Hey guys, I'm Mr. Humble Poker, and we're back with another episode of our Starting with $100 Bankroll Challenge.
To catch you up, the series started back in May when I deposited $125 on PokerStars. Since then, it's been a grind with plenty of ups and downs. At one point, the bankroll dipped all the way down to $46, and at its peak, it climbed to $273. Coming into today's session, we're sitting at $249. The goal is simple. See if a regular guy like me can turn a small deposit into a real sustainable bankroll. I really appreciate all the support you've been showing lately. With that said, let's jump into some hands. Today we're at the 5 cent, 10 cent tables. Okay, first interesting hand. I'm in the big blind with Jack of Hearts, 2 of Spades. The low jack limps. Cutoff raises to 2.5 big blinds. I should just fold, but for some reason I call, and low jack calls. Flop is 8 of diamonds, 5 of diamonds, 2 of hearts, and it checks around. Turn is a jack of clubs, so I hit 2 pair, and I bet 4.8 big blinds. And now low jack out of nowhere raises to 9.6 big blinds. The cutoff cold calls. I'm a little worried now, but I obviously call. River is the 9 of diamonds, so the flush does come in. I check, planning to check call, but then low jack bets 34.8 big blinds, a whole pot size bet. I think for a while it doesn't really make much sense to me unless he was slow playing a monster, but my rule is I have to see somebody bluff before to call this kind of big bet, so I reluctantly lay it down, and I'm not sure it's the right fold. Let me know in the comments. Between that hand and last session, I'm just in my own head. Now I'm in the cutoff with 9-7 of diamonds and open to 2.5 big blinds. The small blind 3 bets to 8.5 big blinds, and I call. Flop comes 10 of spades, 9 of clubs, 2 of diamonds. Small blind bets, full pot, 17 big blinds. I don't feel good about this, but I called the 3 bet. I can't flop a pair and fold, so I call. Turn is the 8 of diamonds, and villain goes all in for 23.7 big blinds. It's a good card because now I have a straight draw and flush draw, but it's not good because I still have a weak hand. But for only half pot, I have to call, and he shows pocket queens. We miss our draw and lose another one. And then this one happens. I'm in the small blind with ace king of hearts. Finally see a great hand. Cutoff opens to 3.5 big blinds. Button calls. I 3-bet to 17 big blinds. Cutoff calls and button folds. Flop is 2 of clubs, 6 of hearts, 7 of clubs. Since I'm the one that can represent aces and kings, I c-bet to 10.9 big blinds. But then cutoff jams all in for 107 big blinds. It would be 71.1 for me to call, but I just can't call in this spot. But what could he have to make this play? Pocket tens maybe? But still, he still doesn't know if I have aces or kings or queens. It's just frustrating. I have to let it go, and we just keep losing. Then this hand, which I'm not really involved in, I'm in the hijack with 9 of diamonds, 9 of clubs, and open the 2.5 big blinds. The button calls, and the big blind raises to 9 big blinds. I cold call, and the button calls. Flop is 6 of spades, jack of clubs, queen of hearts. The big blind c-bets for 9 big blinds. And what can I really do here? There's 2 overs. I got a guy behind me, so I just feel I have to let it go. And the button calls. Then the turn comes a 2 of clubs, it goes check, check, and the river, of course, is a 9, but it's not even about that. It goes check, check again, and button wins the pot with 6-7 of diamonds. So I would have had the best hand without that 9 even coming, and I guess I made the incorrect laydown, I don't know. Finally, I get a made hand in the small blind, ace of diamonds, ace of clubs. Cutoff opens to 3 big blinds. I 3-bet to 11 big blinds. The big blind cold calls, and the cutoff folds. Flop is 3 of clubs, 8 of diamonds, 5 of spades. I c-bet standard for 7.1 big blinds, and the big blind calls. Turn is the jack of spades, which I'm happy about. It's a pretty big blank. So I try to get max value, and I bet full pot, 37 big blinds, and the big blind calls. River is a 6 of hearts. I probably should be a little worried, but at this point I'm not. I jam for 42 big blinds, hoping he has 1 pair and tries to bluff catch. But he lets it go. And we finally win our first hand. Just took aces to do it. And now the very next hand, with a decent sized stack, I'm on the button with king of diamonds, king of clubs. The hijack, the same person last time, opens to 3 big blinds, and I 3-bet to 12 big blinds. And remember, they never saw my aces last hand because I just blasted off and they folded, so they could think I'm doing this wide. The small blind, the player that folded last time, cold calls, but this time the hijack calls. The flop comes queen of diamonds, 8 of spades, 2 of diamonds. It checks to me, and once again, I want to try to get max value. I bet half pot, 17.5 big blinds. Both players call, so we have a huge one. Turn is the 4 of spades. It checks to me again. The pot has 84.6 big blinds in it. Both villains only have 70 big blinds. So I jam, the small blind folds, but the hijack calls and shows queen jack of spades. So we're ahead in a 215 big blind pot. This hand could make everything I lost this session and my last session all back. As you see on the screen, we're a 70% favorite. And the river comes, the 5 of spades. Now I'm just sick. Down heaps again. Maybe we can win a little back this next hand against the same villain. I'm on the button with ace of hearts, ace of clubs. Hijack raises to 3 big blinds, and I 3-bet to 10 big blinds. The hijack calls. Flop is 5 of spades, 6 of hearts, jack of hearts. Clean flop, so I bet half pot, 10.2 big blinds, and hijack calls. Turn is the 6 of hearts. Hijack checks again. I bet full pot, but unfortunately the hijack folds. We win, but it doesn't even feel good. So we jump to a new table, and now I'm in the big blind with ace of diamonds, king of clubs. Low jack opens to 2.5 big blinds. Hijack calls, and I 3-bet to 12 big blinds. The low jack and hijack call my 3-bet. The flop comes king of spades, queen of clubs, 7 of diamonds. Great flop, so I bet 17.3 big blinds. The low jack folds, and now the hijack raises all in for 37 big blinds. That's all he has left. I obviously snap call. It's only 20 big blinds more. He shows king 9 of diamonds. We have him dominated. But of course, like every hand the last 2 sessions, the turn comes the 9 of hearts, river 8 of clubs, and we lose another pretty big one. Now I'm on the small blind with ace king of hearts. I keep getting premiums. I just keep losing. Low jack opens to 2 big blinds, and I 3-bet to 8 big blinds. And the low jack calls. Flop comes 10 of spades, queen of hearts, 9 of clubs. I see bet for 4.8 big blinds. And the low jack calls. Turn is the 8 of hearts. So now I got the nut flush draw, so I check because I'm pretty sure he has a pair. What hands is he calling a 3-bet to? Usually suited broadways. The low jack checks back. River is a 9 of diamonds. I just don't think I can bluff here. He's more likely to have a jack. So I check, he checks back, and of course he has ace queen. And I just can't win with these premiums. Now I'm on the button with 6 of diamonds, 7 of clubs. Hijack limps. I decided to just limp. And big blind checks. Flop comes 8 of diamonds, 9 of hearts, 10 of diamonds. So I'm happy. I flop a straight. Big blind bets 1 big blind. Hijack raises to 6.3 big blinds. And I re-raise 24 big blinds. Now the big blind folds. Then out of nowhere, the hijack re-raises to 41.7 big blinds. And now I'm in the tank. What would he do this with? If he had a set like 8s, 9s, or 10s, one, I'm not sure he would limp. But then wouldn't he raise bigger, afraid of the flush draw and the straight draw already out there? If he had a flush draw, same concept. He would try to get my fold equity. He would try to go all in and try to get me to fold. His bet size is so small, it's almost like begging me to call. So I know this is wrong in theory, but I actually fold. I really think he either has queen jack or jack 7 because that's just a really strong bet. Let me know what you think in the comments because I think it's right, but I still feel bad about it. Now I'm in the cutoff with ace 3 of diamonds. The low jack limps, and this is how you know I'm not playing well because of this downswing. I limp from the cutoff, which I never do. My rule is to raise it up or fold. The small blind and big blind also just limp. Flop comes ace of spades, 3 of hearts, 7 of clubs. So at least we hit the flop. Small blind now leads out, full pot size bet, 3.8 big blinds. The big blind folds, the low jack calls, and I raise to 10.6 big blinds. The small blind calls and the low jack folds. I'm not slow playing anything. I'm trying to get as much money in as possible to try to make some of this money back. Turn comes the ace of clubs. We hit a full house. Small blind checks now, and I bet 21.7 big blinds. Small blind was a shorter stack, so he goes all in for 44.9 big blinds. I snap call, and he's dead. He's somehow here with 5 of diamonds, 7 of spades. No idea what he was doing, but I'll take it. Now I'm in the hijack with 10, 9 of diamonds and open to 2.5 big blinds. And the big blind defends. The flop comes 5 of hearts, 3 of diamonds, 4 of diamonds. A decent flop. But now big blind donks out for 2.6 big blinds. I'm not sure what that means. He probably has 5x, so I call. Turn is the 8 of hearts. And now big blind checks. I have some equity and don't think he's that strong, so I bet 7.1 big blinds. The villain calls. River is the jack of clubs. The villain checks. I'm not going to win with 10 high, and I got some decent blockers, so I bet out full pot 23.5 big blinds, and he folds, so we win a nice little one here. I'm in the low jack with king 9 of clubs and open to 2.5 big blinds. The solver says I shouldn't be opening this, but I think it's okay at these stakes. The small blind and big blind call. Flop is jack of clubs, 10 of clubs, 9 of hearts. So we have a combo draw, a pair, and a flush draw. Now small blind donks out for 7.1 big blinds. And big blind folds. Now it's on me, and we're going against the short stack. He only has 25.9 big blinds. So I doubt he's ever folding, and I'm never folding. So I jam. He calls. He has the bottom end of the straight. So I think equity is around 50-50. But unfortunately, we miss. And we lose another one. Last hand of the video, and I wake up on the big blind with ace of hearts, ace of clubs. Hijack limps, and he's the only one interested in this hand. And of course, he's only 22 big blinds effective. So I raise small to 3 big blinds, and now he re-raises me to 5 big blinds. I'm trying to figure out how to keep them in the hand and get them all in. So I raise small again, 11 big blinds, and then he re-raises me again to a 17 big blinds. He only has 4.8 big blinds left, so I go all in and he calls. I'm curious to what he has, and he actually has jack of diamonds, queen of clubs. I think he lost most of his stack earlier and just wanted to try to double up. Unfortunately for him, he ran into it. I get worried when I see that jack, but we hold and win a small one to end the day. But I don't think it's going to make a difference. Now let's add everything up and crunch the numbers. For episode 11, we started at $249.23 and ended the session at $233.08 for a total loss of $16.15. This session was frustrating, but not every session is going to go your way, and we're just going to have to grind harder and fight back. If you're enjoying the journey, make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe so you can follow the Bankroll Challenge from start to finish. And as always, thanks for watching. This is Mr. Humble Poker. Stay humble, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one.